Have you ever wondered how a single fleet could alter the course of history? Picture this, it's 1588, and the skies over the English Channel are darkened by the massive Spanish Armada, a fleet meant to crush England and bring it back into the Catholic fold. But what unfolds next is a dramatic tale of naval warfare, storms, and strategic blunders that change the course of nations. Imagine being an ordinary sailor on one of those Spanish ships, filled with hope and trepidation as you embark on a mission that seems almost destined for glory. Yet, as you approach the English shores, unforeseen storms and fierce opposition make your once certain victory seem distant. Why should you stay with us till the end of this video? Because the story of the Spanish Armada is more than just a historical event, it's a captivating saga of ambition, resilience, and the unpredictable forces that shape our world. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just the facts but the dramatic twists and human stories behind one of history's most famous naval conflicts. The Spanish Armada of 1588 is one of history's most famous naval campaigns, representing a pivotal moment in the struggle between two of the most powerful nations of the time, Spain and England. This massive fleet, assembled under the command of King Philip II of Spain, was intended to overthrow Queen Elizabeth I and restore Catholicism to England. The significance of this event cannot be overstated, as it not only altered the course of English history but also marked the beginning of the decline of Spanish dominance in Europe. To understand the magnitude of the Spanish Armada's mission, we must first delve into the context of the late 16th century. Spain, under Philip II, was the preeminent global power, with vast territories across Europe, the Americas, and the Philippines. England, on the other hand, was a rising power with a burgeoning naval fleet and a strong Protestant identity. The tensions between these two nations were fueled by religious discord, political rivalry, and economic competition. In the 1580s, Spain was at the height of its power. King Philip II, a staunch Catholic, sought to consolidate and expand his influence across Europe. His reign was marked by efforts to suppress Protestantism, particularly in England, where Queen Elizabeth I had taken the throne in 1558. Elizabeth's Protestantism was seen as a direct threat to Catholic Europe, and her support of Protestant rebels in the Spanish Netherlands further strained relations with Spain. England, though smaller in terms of territory compared to Spain, was experiencing a period of relative stability and growth. Elizabeth I, a skilled and shrewd monarch, managed to strengthen England's position both politically and economically. Her reign saw the rise of English maritime power, which included privateers like Sir Francis Drake, who conducted raids on Spanish treasure ships. Several key events set the stage for the confrontation between Spain and England. One significant catalyst was the execution of Mary, Queen of Scots, in 1587. Mary, a Catholic and a legitimate heir to the English throne from the perspective of many Catholics, had been imprisoned by Elizabeth I. Her execution was seen as a direct affront to Catholicism and a challenge to Philip II's plans. Additionally, the English raids on Spanish shipping, led by figures such as Drake, further inflamed tensions. These raids not only disrupted Spain's wealth but also embarrassed the Spanish crown. The combination of these factors, along with internal strife within the Spanish Netherlands, created a climate ripe for conflict. King Philip II's motivation for launching the Armada was driven by both religious zeal and strategic considerations. Philip viewed the conquest of England as a means to restore Catholicism and secure his own political power in Europe. His strategy involved a combination of military might and diplomatic pressure, aiming to achieve a decisive victory that would force Elizabeth to surrender or be overthrown. The Duke of Parma, who commanded the Spanish forces in the Netherlands, played a crucial role in the strategy. His plan involved coordinating with the Armada to secure a safe landing in England, after which Spanish forces would advance and overthrow Elizabeth's government. However, the logistical challenges of this plan would prove significant. The Spanish Armada was a formidable fleet comprising approximately 130 ships and carrying around 30,000 men, including soldiers, sailors, and support staff. The fleet included a variety of vessels, from massive galleons to smaller support ships. The primary objective was to cross the Channel and land a large army in England to overthrow Elizabeth I and restore Catholic rule. The Spanish fleet was not only large but also heavily armed, with a range of artillery and a well-equipped crew. Despite its strength, the Armada faced several challenges, including the coordination of its massive size and the vast distances it had to cover. In anticipation of the Spanish threat, England undertook extensive preparations to defend against the Armada. Queen Elizabeth I and her advisors mobilized the English fleet, which was significantly smaller but highly agile and well prepared. Key figures in this effort included Sir Francis Drake and Sir John Hawkins, who played crucial roles in organizing and leading the English forces. The English naval strategy focused on using their smaller, faster ships to their advantage. They relied on tactics that leveraged their agility and firepower, including the use of fire ships to disrupt the Spanish formation. The English also fortified their coastal defenses and employed a range of strategies to counter the anticipated Spanish invasion. In May 1588, the Spanish Armada set sail from Lisbon, beginning its journey to England. The initial stages of the voyage were relatively smooth, but the fleet soon encountered challenges, including rough weather and logistical issues. As the Armada approached the English coast, it faced mounting difficulties that would soon become apparent. The first encounters between the Spanish and English fleets were characterized by small skirmishes and intermittent engagements. The English fleet's superior maneuverability and the challenging weather conditions began to take a toll on the Spanish ships. The early skirmishes were marked by hit and run tactics and attempts by the English to disrupt the Armada's formation. The decisive engagement of the conflict occurred at the Battle of Gravelines in late July 1588. This battle was a turning point as the English fleet, utilizing their superior tactics and the advantage of weather conditions, managed to inflict significant damage on the Spanish Armada. The battle was marked by intense naval combat, with the English employing fire ships to create chaos and confusion among the Spanish vessels. Weather played a crucial role in the defeat of the Spanish Armada. After the Battle of Gravelines, the Armada was forced to retreat, and it faced a series of severe storms as it navigated around the northern coast of Scotland and Ireland. These storms further damaged the already battered fleet and contributed to its ultimate defeat. The immediate aftermath of the Armada's defeat was marked by both relief and celebration in England. The defeat had significant repercussions for Spain, which saw a decline in its naval dominance and prestige. The loss also had a lasting impact on European politics and the balance of power. In the years following the Armada's defeat, Spain's influence began to wane, while England's position as a major naval power was solidified. The conflict also had broader implications for European politics, affecting the balance of power and influencing subsequent religious and political developments. The defeat of the Spanish Armada has been remembered as a defining moment in British history. It has become a symbol of national pride and resilience, often depicted in literature, art, and popular culture. The campaign also influenced later naval warfare and strategy, serving as a reference point for future conflicts. Contemporary accounts of the Spanish Armada provide valuable insights into the events of 1588. These accounts, from both Spanish and English perspectives, offer differing viewpoints on the conflict and highlight the challenges faced by both sides. Modern historians have revisited the story of the Spanish Armada, offering new interpretations and insights. Recent research has shed light on aspects of the campaign that were previously misunderstood or overlooked, providing a more nuanced view of the conflict. When compared to other significant naval campaigns, the Spanish Armada stands out for its scale and impact. Comparing it with other historical conflicts can reveal similarities and differences in strategies, tactics, and outcomes. The defeat of the Armada had a profound impact on European politics and religion. It influenced the Protestant-Catholic divide and shaped the course of religious and political developments across Europe. The history of the Spanish Armada offers valuable lessons in military strategy, diplomacy, and the interplay of weather and human factors in warfare. These insights remain relevant to contemporary studies of military history and strategy. Personal stories from the era provide a human dimension to the historical narrative. Anecdotes from individuals involved in the conflict offer a glimpse into the experiences and perspectives of those who lived through the events. In conclusion, the Spanish Armada's campaign of 1588 is a captivating historical episode that continues to resonate through its dramatic events and enduring legacy. By exploring the factors that led to the conflict, the strategies employed, and the consequences that followed, we gain a deeper understanding of its significance and impact. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of the Spanish Armada, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more historical documentaries. Share your thoughts and questions in the comments below, and let us know what historical events you'd like us to explore next.